Hey guys, welcome to what I hope is a new series for this channel, and that is the Amberlynn Reid subreddit discussions. Now, I've only been following the Amberlynn catastrophe for about 3 months now, but it's been quite the ride. I just wanted to bring you guys some of the discussions going on there for those of you who don't frequent Reddit or who don't know there's an ALR subreddit. Which, I mean, are you really surprised? Because it's a goldmine. Okay, so let's jump right in and discuss her latest video where she, spoiler alert, films a full-on quote-unquote binge. It's titled What I Ate Today, Off Track, and honestly, I feel she was a bit modest with that title. So here is a post from a Redditor about the new video. The Redditor says, quote, "Best quote from today's video was, quote unquote, this wasn't a binge day, it's just me overeating, while eating over 3,000 calories. Let's be real, it was probably like 4,000. That was a lot of rice," end quote. Oh boy. Okay. In response to that, another person says, "That's funny, because remember during her 100 days of calorie counting, she ate over her calorie limit with a bowl of mashed potatoes and then justified it not being a binge because, for her, binges are 3,000 calories and up." To which the OP replies, "We got her, boys." Now, Amberlynn did actually say that in response to someone commenting on one of her videos back in March of this year, I believe, saying that the mashed potatoes were a binge because she went over a calorie limit. Amberlynn clapped back, saying that binges for her, emphasis on for her, are when she eats 3,000 calories or more. Remember that. These next two posts talk about said mashed potato scene. AL was allegedly under or at her calorie limit for the day, but then she decides she needs some mashed potatoes. And these two posts here talk about how while she was just holding the bowl, she kept saying, "I'm about to go over my calorie limit. I don't want to do this. It's sad, but I have to." Stuff like that. She spent so much time filming that part that she had plenty of time to think about what she was doing and put down the bowl of potatoes. I just wanted to throw these posts in there to say that AL does this a lot. She films her food, saying she doesn't want to eat like this, or that she hates the food she's about to eat, but then she eats it. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like someone who's actually trying. Now back to AL's latest video. This next Redditor posts, "According to Amber, Becky is not an enabler, but here she just ate 2 takeout meals in one day while sitting on her bed. Fetching greasy fast food for your super morbidly obese girlfriend is the epitome of enabling. But Amber would never date an enabler." Yeah, Amber's above that. Amberlynn and Becky and anyone else who wants to say Becky is not an enabler is purely delusional. If they truly believe that, they are delusional. Becky is the only one who can drive, and even fit inside a car for that matter, so she had to go get the food. And if it was delivered, Becky didn't take a second to say to Amberlynn, "Hey, you shouldn't be eating like this. I care about you. You know, you need to do something now. Don't eat like this." But Amberlynn got the food, so that makes Becky an enabler. Even if she didn't physically get the food, she didn't stop Amberlynn from eating it, even though she claims she loves her. That's still enabling. And let's be real, Becky definitely goes out to get Amberlynn food. We know that, especially since Amberlynn is too swollen to even fit in the car. Or is she only swollen when she has appointments to go to? The top part of this post just pretty much sums up what I just said. But what I do love about this post is that it goes on to say, "But if Becky said no, I'm not getting you that, would Amberlynn have just gotten a pizza delivered instead?" To which another poster says, "Remember, Amberlynn doesn't like pizza, just like she hates orange chicken and bacon." Do y'all remember her saying that? She said it in a mukbang a while ago. She ate 3 pieces of pizza while telling us how much she hates pizza. I believe she also said she hates bacon not too long ago, but yet always has bacon with her eggs And you can't forget the everything but the bagel seasoning on the eggs. Gross. And then I saw in a compilation video, I think I was on one of her You Now streams. She said something along the lines of, I don't even like orange chicken. I hate orange chicken. But yet, she gets orange chicken every single time she goes to the Cheesecake Factory. I've literally never seen someone else complain so much about certain foods, yet always still eats them and films themselves eating them. The next poster says, didn't she once say on You Now that she hated food? To which the last person replies, this comment actually made me LOL because it's something she would say. And y'all, if that doesn't sound like our girl, I don't know what does. I can totally see her sitting there filming mukbang with a huge plate of shrimp, sausage, and a baked potato stuffing her face while she tells us how much she hates food. These posts here are on the same thread discussing her new video, but it's about how this Redditor got introduced to Amberlynn through r/my 600-pound life, and she's fallen down the rabbit hole and is baffled at what happened to Amberlynn between her breakfast and lunch in her video, because it all went downhill so quickly. And I believe we are all wondering what happened. A reply to this post says, it's like a train wreck I can't tear my eyes away from. Are you finding it a bit depressing? I am. And I think that's exactly why we're all so fascinated with our girl. She's a train wreck and misery loves company. Another reply here states, she can't fit in a car, can't fit on the toilet, can't fit in a shower, can't walk for more than a minute and a half, but she's still eating a giant tin of fat French fries covered in cheese and patting herself on the back with an extender for bringing you this quality content. Her tears are BS. It's all manipulation. Don't believe anything she says, ever. And that is our girl. She complains she can't live like a normal person, yet does absolutely nothing to help herself. This next reply says, I'm sorry you found this. It's like 600-pound life, except it never ends. To which someone else replies, it'll end eventually. Which kind of made me laugh at first, but it is pretty morbid because this will all end eventually. This next Redditor states how AL really struck a nerve with them in this video in particular. They were shocked to see every new food AL said she ate that day, when she kept saying how she hates when she eats like this and gets off track, yet kept eating more and more in that video. The poster says, then don't. Have some effing willpower for once. And if you slipped up during lunch, why not try to redeem yourself by having a light, healthy dinner? She's unbelievable. Also, love how she's happy at first for setting her calorie limit so low to give herself some room if she goes over a bit. And then she goes over by 4,000 calories. That all sounds like great advice, but this is Amberlynn we're talking about. She thinks a bad moment has to mean a bad day. She ate a bit too much for lunch and then ended up going over at least 4,000 calories over her limit. In a reply to that post, the Redditor agrees that it just kept getting worse and worse. This was one of those videos where you think to yourself, it can't get worse, and then Amberlynn is just like, it sure can, boo-boo. The next poster says, quote, I am gonna be getting help, end quote, does not mean eat all the effing things I want till that happens. Amberlynn did state in this video that she is going to be getting help, whether that has to do with the infamous packet she filled out for quote-unquote medical weight loss that she had actually Becky hand in for her, or it has to do with something else. She's apparently getting help, which is great, you know, if she's not lying or if she actually gets the help. Let's all just cross our fingers our girl isn't too swollen to fit in a car again to go to her next appointment. But yes, this Redditor is correct, and unfortunately that's the attitude Amberlynn has. Amberlynn says she is going to get help, not that she is currently getting help, which we all know that means Amberlynn is sitting on Pillow Mountain waiting for the doctor to make the move. And while she's waiting, why not eat 4,000 calories over her limit to pass the time? Because she is going to get help in the future, not now. Okay, this next post is a completely different post on the ALR subreddit, but it's still relating to her new video. The poster says, God, she's becoming more smug. Her smugness is left because she knows people are logging into the macabre show. Her victories are now, quote, I'm honest, I'm overeating, end quote. Like, we know you've been overeating, girl. You're 600 pounds. Amberlynn's smugness is also something that really bothers me. She acts like she's so much smarter than her viewers and she thinks she can get away with everything, when in fact her viewers are already many, many steps ahead of her. I mean, we even have that her cycle lined out into the 4 stages, and she follows that to a T every single time. Like, we know what's happening, we know what she's doing. It's insane how stupid Amberlynn thinks we are. She knows exactly what she's doing, and we do too. A reply to the smugness post says, well, she is getting paid. People are still watching, still subscribing. Why? I have no idea. Then the OP replies with, morbid fascination, that's all. She doesn't leave her room. Her attitude is repulsive. She is making no changes. This is just fascinating to see what someone of this size has to do to continue to gain weight, because it's such an unusual behavior. I agree that this is mostly purely just fascination for most people, myself included. It really is a train wreck you can't look away from. As you can see, Amberlynn's latest video was a big one for her and really drew up a lot of opinions from people. Now, for the last part of this video, I just want to talk about a post I found quite interesting. This was the title. ALR keeps blaming the quote-unquote binge monster for why she's so bad with her weight loss. This post goes on to say she's created an imaginary monster to blame her problems on instead of admitting and owning up to her mistakes. So long as she has the quote-unquote binge monster to take the blame, she can say she knows how to lose weight, what to eat, how to exercise, but there's always an enemy that stops her on her weight loss journey. If she knows that she binges at night, why aren't the snacks and food locked up? If y'all want to read the rest of that, you can pause it here. That's just the takeaway of this part of the post. A reply to this post says, there is no binge monster. That is just code for/if Amber doesn't get what she wants the very second it enters her mind to have it. She throws a huge violent temper tantrum. Since she refuses to act like a grown woman, she blames her behavior on some cutesy concept like a binge monster. Speaking of Amber acting like an adult, it is no one's responsibility to keep food out of her mouth but Amber's. Eric and Ricky are not the parents of a 28-year-old 600-pound toddler. It's pretty funny how we can see just how little Eric and Ricky really care about Amber. Even Becky is getting fed up with her. You can totally see it on her face, especially in the infamous Japanese snack box video. I honestly go back and forth between feeling bad for Becky and feeling like it's her fault she's stuck with Amber. What do you guys think? But I also agree that it really isn't Eric and Ricky's job to take care of Amber. It technically isn't Becky's job either, but I guess you could argue it is, since Becky is fully dependent on Amberlynn financially. And then what made me laugh was this next person just replied with amen. And then the last reply we'll be looking at says, here's the thing. The fact that ALR doesn't seem to have been actually diagnosed is troubling because, as with most illnesses, a diagnosis comes with a treatment plan. This la-di-da, I have an eating disorder and I can't control it, is BS. Now, y'all, this is a post I would say amen to. Amberlynn has been so shady about her binge eating disorder diagnosis that a lot of people don't actually think she has BED. AL just uses BED as a quick excuse for when she eats 4,000 calories over her limit. Like, guys, I tried, but I ate so much because I have BED. Oops. No, that's not how it works. Nice try, Amberlynn. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, shrimps.